There's this one SEO trend that you need to start to follow. Do not create new articles and instead just update your old articles. Okay, there needs to be some context to that, so in this video, I'm going to break down 3 new SEO strategies that will help you rank higher on Google even in this new era of AI. And based on the report, you can get anywhere from 10% to 700% of increase in traffic after implementing some of these methods. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, let's continue on my previous point. Do not create new content and instead start updating your old content. Now, of course, that doesn't mean you should stop publishing new articles on your website. You still need to regularly add something new to your website. It is still very much important. But some people reported that they are getting a decent amount of fresh traffic after updating old content. One report from Orbit Media shows 700% traffic increase after updating the content, meaning that people love fresh and relevant content. Another report from Single Grain says updating blog posts increased traffic by 96%. In other words, it doubled the traffic for the old posts. And the SEO community seems to agree that updating your blog post is definitely one simple thing that you can do that will almost guarantee positive results. But again, this does not mean you should stop publishing new content. You should absolutely keep doing that, but instead of putting 100% effort into creating new articles, you could dedicate some of it to updating your old or underperforming articles. And there is this theory of why Google seems to be appreciating old content that got updated compared to new content. Creating new articles is kinda easy today because of AI, so Google probably has this suspicion that if there is a new article, there is a good chance that it was made by AI. But old articles are going to be seen as more natural, not to mention updating an old article is kind of difficult to automate. I even tried AI agent and it still struggled to understand how to properly update an article. So in general, updating old articles seems to be better if it was done by humans, not AI. And the best place to start is Google Search Console. You can navigate to the performance menu, enable positions, and filter pages with decent impressions, but don't rank well on search results. You can add a new paragraph, you can add a new picture, or maybe you can even modify existing text that you feel outdated. But there is one thing that you should be careful about: the publishing date. Generally speaking, you probably don't want to change the publishing date, but instead you just need to change the last modified date, which is the time when you are updating the article. It is a nice way to let Google and your visitors know that the article may be old, but it has been updated to make sure that it stays relevant and useful. But many argue that it's better to change the publishing time, especially when the content has undergone major modifications. Some people even remove the date altogether to avoid this complication, and they seem to be fine, even got more traffic after that. But this is a topic for another time. The second thing that you can do to improve SEO is adding a video into your article. I kept seeing more and more pages rank higher on Google, and there is one element that all of them have in common, which is a YouTube video. Sometimes it is just one simple article with one video. There is not even a single image in that article. And this is not a coincidence. According to a research by Moz, video content is 53 times more likely to generate organic search rankings compared to plain text. A report by Vital shows that embedding videos into its client blog post increases CTR by 78%. A video production company, Levon Light, reports that adding videos to existing pages on its own site improves organic search traffic anywhere between 10% to 200% on those pages. And it makes a lot of sense. If your visitor comes to your article and stays longer because of the video, it will tell Google that they like your article. Therefore, Google might boost your pages higher in search results. But there is a best practice when it comes to placing a video into your article. One approach is by treating the video as part of the article, as an element that will complement the whole content. For example, if your article is talking about a video game simulation and then you need a moving visual to explain the concept to the readers, then a video would make a lot of sense. This means the video might appear in the middle or at the end of the article, and that's perfectly fine. But if the video is essentially the main content of the article, then you might want to put it above the fold so the visitors can see the video right away without having to scroll the page. This will increase the likelihood that they will watch the video and stay engaged with your content. You can embed a video that's not even your own, but of course, ideally you want to use your own video because it will expand the visibility of your product or your brand. You can make a video in a traditional way, or you can also just use AI to create a video. But make sure that it is well made, because just like Google, YouTube doesn't like low quality, mass-produced AI videos. And despite many influencers telling you that you can get millions of views by making AI faceless videos, trust me, it's not that easy, and YouTube is actively cracking down videos of that nature. So keep that in mind. And speaking about AI, there is one type of content that, regardless if it was made by AI or a real person, Google doesn't care, or it won't be able to know. And I'm talking about online tools. You probably have used online tools before. Things like online calculators, PDF converters, or image compressors are some popular online tools that we can access online without having to download any specific application first. This is actually a type of content that you could inject into your article even if you don't know how to code. This strategy is mostly popular among real estate and financial websites, where the visitors could use a sort of custom calculator to get a rough number of something before starting a transaction or business with the company. These Indian investment websites got 3.5 million monthly organic traffic from the calculator alone. And this website that I use a lot, Percentage Calculator, generates 1.6 million visits every month. And the funny thing is that this is the only tool that this website had. There is no other page other than this. Maybe there is something to learn from it. And there are so many niche calculators or online tools that may be relevant to your industry, but almost nobody is creating them. For example, if you are in the business of selling TVs, you can create a calculator that determines the best resolution for the TV based on how far away you're watching the TV. Or this calorie calculator that can produce an output based on the information that was provided by the user. As I said, you can create online tools like this one even without knowing how to code, because AI will do it for you. And there is no way for Google to tell if the code was made by a real human or AI. And as long as people find the tool to be useful, they will stay, they will engage with your page, and they will signal Google that they love your content. And also, it will easily invite organic backlinks to your website. So if you want to create an online tool without even knowing how to code, then check out this video where I explain how you can easily create online tools using popular AIs like ChatGPT, Claude, or even Perplexity. Click on this video and I'll see you there.